Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be installing these custom built Switchback LED door handles that I built in the last video. So, as you can see, currently have these just wired to a Milwaukee battery. That way they all come on. And if I take this little wire here, you can see I'm just tapping it to a battery. They do Switchback. Now that's just one of them, obviously, but we're going to get these installed in the truck. I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to do these. Now, I'm not responsible for you burning your truck down or anything like that. So, take this with a grain of salt, but what I'm going to do, these front two handles, I'm going to wire into the mirrors. The rear handles are going to be a little more complicated. On those, what we're going to do is run them through the door. We're going to have to extend all of the wiring from the drivers, but we're going to run them through the door, down the pillar, up to the dash, and then into each door. And we're going to wire all four of them into the mirrors. So the driver side two will be wired into the driver mirrors. The passenger side will be wired into the passenger mirror. I think that's the simplest way. I'm sure there's tons of other ways you can do this, but I think, like I said, I think that'll be the cleanest way, the simplest way. And if there's any issues, we know, kind of right where to go to. And it shouldn't be that big a deal. So anyway, I got to do a few things right now, but we're going to get these installed in today's video. I'm hoping to do them tonight, but we'll see how everything kind of plays out. But anyway, I will catch y'all here in a bit. We'll get these installed and see how they look. Okay, so we got the first handle back installed. And what we're doing here, sorry for the squeaky chair, but this is the best way I can show y'all this. So we have our light coming off of the handle and our profile driver. So you have three wires here, and then positive, negative, and then or negative, positive, and turn signal, and then this plugs into the light. So what we're going to do actually is I am going to put some double stick tape on the back of this to test and make sure that it works. I'm going to try it right there. I think that'll be a pretty good place to put it. Somewhere in here. And the reason being that is close to our light wire. Also, I can take those three wires, we're going to extend them, run them down with this factory harness right here, which runs down. That's what these two little things are for here. And then up into what is for the window switches and everything, and then into the main harness, which goes up somewhere to the mirror up there. But that's out of the way, I believe. We got the door panel, and I think there's like a recess for this whole area. So we should be good, but I want to take some double stick tape. I'm going to double stick tape it on. We're going to put the panel on before we extend any of the wires. I want to put the panel on, make sure nothing hits, because if it does, we will move it. It's easy to take that double stick tape off. So anyway, we're going to try that. And if that works, I will catch y'all and we'll talk about what we're going to do for the wiring portion here. Okay, so on the front door, we found our wiring, but before we soldered anything or anything like that, I wanted to go ahead and knock out the back doors. So my grandpa was working on this while I went ahead and got the other two handles in. So all four handles are in. All the drivers are plugged in. We just need to get them wired. So what he did is ran that wire down kind of, away from everything, just to be safe. Now, you do got to pay attention, because the way I did these wires, they do move just a little bit with the door handle, which is fine. You just need to pay attention. Don't make it too tight. Put a, I guess it's like a ring terminal, but you know what these are. If you know, you know. One of those. And what we did on the front door up there, and I'll show y'all that in a minute, is we attached it right here, and it works just fine. So we're gonna do that here again. So I need to run that through and run it back up. I'm trying to run everything nice, and that's kind of what we talked about a minute ago. So the driver is right back here, right there. It's kind of right on the other side of this, right here. So it's back here, wiring, run down into this wire loom. Had a little bit much, so we zip tied that up, and that should be good there. So run that through here into the boot, which was a little fun, but we got that through there. You can see right there, those two. So those run down into the channel up there. What we'll have to do is run those into that door, but this door should be all finished up, other than putting this back up and the boot, and obviously the door panel and whatnot. But we want to make sure that everything works before we put the panels on. And one thing I like to do, when you take a door handle out, open and close the door, 15, 20 times. Make sure everything's good and nothing's going to come back off. And that's these two wires right here. So we did yellow for turn signal and brown for running light. So we'll have to run these through here, up, through, and into this door. Now, let me tape this up out of the way. So, on this door, what I did, unplugged the mirror from right there, and found the wiring. Now, I'm not going to tell you what wires, because if you burn your truck down, I'm not responsible. This is for entertainment purposes. But what we did, turn the headlights on, found running light in the mirror, and then turned the flashers on and found turn signal for the mirror. Found those right here as well. What we did, found them on the plug, chased them down to right here. So for here, we have our driver mounted right here with some double stick tape. We're going to make sure everything is free, nothing hits it. That's why both the front doors, that one's the same way. I don't know if y'all can see it over there. Like I said, ground here, we hadn't tied none of these up or anything, so we still got to extend these. But what we're going to do is we're going to run these down through here, which the factory harness goes down. It's these plugs right here. So I'm going to run down through here with the factory harness down, tie in right here. These will run through, as that falls on my head again, but they'll run through with the factory harness right here, tie in, and it'll be good. And then we're also, that's probably about to fall again, but we're going to do the same thing on that front door over there. So like I said, the back doors will run into the wiring in the front doors, and then they'll all be connected there. So should be good. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and continue, get this door finished up, ready to go, get that put back on, and continue running wire. All right, so it's getting pretty late, but as you can see, flashers are working. This one here, working as well. So I soldered these together, not pretty. I'm gonna go back through, clean these up. I just wanted to quick solder them, make sure they work, and then we'll go back and make everything look nice and all that stuff. So anyway, this is good. Now got to run a wire from here over to there, and we should be good. All right, so if you can hear that in the background noise, that's the battery charger. Turned the lights on a minute ago, make sure they worked, and the gauge cluster was real dim, so we went ahead and threw the battery charger on it. But anyway, got our wire, ran in loom all the way through here, up into the dash, through the grommet, into the door, and you can see that is these two wires here. Now, we run out of loom. But wrap these around the factory harness here. I'll probably throw some tape over that where that is against the door there. But got all this soldered up, taped up. Threw some heat shrink over the solder joints and then taped it all up to try to make it look nice. I'll throw some more over this. But these come over here with the factory harness, all zip tied nice, and I'll rotate these out of the way so they won't hit anything. But got those run up through here with the factory harness and then to the driver. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead, we tested them, everything works. We're gonna go ahead, throw the door panel back on. And also, if you're doing this whole deal helps a lot. That thing's annoying, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead, throw the door panel back on, because like I said, everything works. The door works just fine. So we'll throw the panel on it, and I think we're gonna call it a day here. The only bad thing is the driver being there kind of protrudes the door just a little bit. And if you wanted to, and I might do this, take an X-Acto knife and kind of trim this out for the driver. I might do that at some point, but for right now, throw this guy. I kind of need to get another one of these anyway, because it's ripped and doesn't really stick anymore and all that stuff. So I'll get one of these at some point and throw on here. But we'll get this situated here, and we'll go ahead and throw the door panel back on. Okay, so actually went ahead and did that. Just took a box cutter here. What I did is, if you push on this stuff, it will leave like an indentation. So I pushed along these edges, made an indentation, come through here, scored this all away, and then I peeled it back because there is wiring and whatnot. Peeled it back and whatnot. So it just kind of looks nice, especially when this gets all stuck and everything, because it does stick a little bit. It just takes a little bit of finessing, but nice and clean, no wires, but you can still see the driver itself. Like I said, just one of them things, makes it look nice. But go ahead, I need to get this off, slide that back into the mirror clip, and pop that back in place, and we should be good. Alright guys, so here we have them. My grandpa turned them on for me real quick. So this is turn signal, and then if running light. So that is running light. Now it does glow red because, you know, red handles. But then you can see that, and then turn signal again, and then switch to amber. So I mean, these are super nice. I do really like the way these turned out. So we got all the interior back together on this side. We're good. We just got to finish the driver's side. We're gonna do that in the morning. We're gonna let this thing sit here on the battery charger and charge probably overnight. I might come back in a little bit and check it. I don't know. We'll see. But do what? Yeah, it should be fine, especially since it's charging 2 batteries. But anyway, these will go off in 15 minutes, so should be good there. And well, I'll catch y'all in the morning. All right, guys. So it is the next day, and this morning my grandpa got out here. Run the wires from that one up same way, then I soldered them into the door harness just like we did on the other side, and as you can see, they all work. Turn signals, now the turn signals might flash a little weird because my electronic flasher relay doesn't like the cold. So if I start the truck up, run the heater, get it warmed up, it'll be fine. I need to get another one of those at some point, but you can hear it buzzing. Hear that? But we have turn signals. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, they might flash a little funny. You know, that's that relay. So, I'm going to pull this out of here. Let it idle. We'll, I don't know, I might drive it. We'll see. I don't want to drive it too far because that brake's not happy. But like I said, we'll pull it out of here, let it warm up. I'll turn the heat on so that thing will warm up. And you can kind of see the actual effect of everything. Alright, so we got the truck out of the shop. And it's super dope because you can actually see a little bit of the light on the front handles. You can see that there a little bit. Running light is the same way. It glows just a little bit, but not enough to be annoying or obnoxious. So I love it. Now, you know, I mentioned, I think the brakes in this thing on the rear or the driver's side rear was probably done. I actually wondered if I got like a rock or something in them. The other day, it was kind of growling like metal on metal, like they're junk. But it just started doing it out of nowhere. So I kind of wondered that. And then that same day, I was backing out of somewhere, backing out of a driveway, kind of on the brakes, and there was a big thud. Like you could feel it in the truck. So I wonder if they had something in them possibly that come out. So I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna see if it does it again. I mean, if they're already bad, they're already bad. It's not gonna hurt anything anymore. And I've been looking for a replacement type deal or a upgrade type deal. So we'll do some looking on that and see what we can find. But anyway, I'm gonna drive this thing and see what it does. All right, so we're back. Actually just went down the stop sign and it still does it. So I guess that was kind of wishful thinking there. But like I said, I mean, I don't drive this truck a ton, if we're being completely honest. We put an oil cooler and stuff in this thing last year in June, I believe. And since then, 2,441 miles. And today is the 18th, I think. So that's the 18th of March, if you're wondering. But yeah, I mean, I don't drive this thing a ton. I normally drive the 300, or if we don't drive the 300, we drive the blue truck. I mean, the 300 gets like almost double the fuel mileage that this thing gets, and gas is $1 cheaper. So that's kind of that. But I do want to do more with this truck. This truck has kind of been like just a reward type deal for me, but I love this thing. I don't intend on getting rid of it at all, ever. So I do love this thing though. But anyway, guys, I guess we'll wait till it gets dark. It's only 11 o'clock and that date's not right. It's actually Saturday. But anyway, we'll wait till tonight. If it isn't raining, I will show you what these look like at night. And I'm kind of excited to see what they look like myself. Alright, so I know y'all can't see. The truck is right in front of the camera. But I even shut the door to the house that way. It is a little darker out here. There's no background light other than the shop and the neighbors, which are over there. So if we open this, I'm not going to show y'all my key code. So let's see, what should we do first? I think running lights. And I'll close the door so y'all don't have to listen to that. So let's come over here and take a look at our switchback door handles. Okay, that's pretty dope. Walk through the bush here. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I know the camera's not gonna focus, but I think it's pretty good myself. So I'm trying to keep this quick because it is cold, and I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops, if we're being honest. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like this whole deal. And then turn signals, as you can see there, go along with everything else. I like it. I think these are pretty cool. So with that being said, I'm gonna get a few pictures here, and I guess that'll be a wrap for this one. So these things they're pretty bright. Now my mirror lights are like really bright, but I know y'all can't see it, but I mean these things are actually pretty bright. You know, considering they're 2-3 inch LED strips, but you can kind of see there. It's not bad. I didn't really intend to wait this late. I kind of want to do it when the sun was setting. Well, it wasn't as dark, but what do you do? Also, one thing that I did notice is I don't have a key fob for this truck, so I can't tell you there, but I do know you can hit 2 buttons on the keypad and the doors lock, and they do flash, which is pretty nice. But anyway, guys, like I said, I know y'all can't see anything, and I do apologize, but that is going to be a wrap for this one. So with that being said, if y'all enjoyed today's video or find it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.